Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein has agreed to allow members of Congress to see classified information from the DOJ's Russia meddling probe. His decision came after a meeting with President Trump at the White House. Rosenstein also agreed to investigate allegations that the FBI placed a spy inside the Trump presidential campaign. Within days, the DOJ's Inspector General is expected to release a highly anticipated report on the FBI's handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Well, joining us to provide some insights is Tom Fitton. He is president of the Washington-based watchdog group Judicial Watch. Tom, thanks for joining us. So what are you expecting from the IG's report? Right now it's just speculation, but what do you think it'll reveal?
Well, I don't know which issues it's going to examine. It's going to examine the politicization of the Justice Department FBI investigation to protect Hillary Clinton, or is it going to focus on criticizing James Comey for speaking out of school as it relates to the Hillary Clinton email investigation, which is what which was the basis for Hillary Clinton's complaints about what he did. So if they're going to look at it from Hillary Clinton's perspective, Comey may come out looking bad for reasons that the conservative community doesn't expect or isn't necessarily ready for, as opposed to a full investigation into the Protect Hillary movement in the Justice Department and FBI with respect to her email scandal.
Now, a lot of conservatives there in Washington are expecting a bombshell, but of course liberals are saying, oh, no, no, no. Is it going to be anything significant, or is it just another one of these reports?
Well, no matter how you slice it, the FBI and Justice Department, their credibility is likely to take another hit. The process was screwed up terribly by the Justice Department and FBI during the Obama administration, and things haven't been appropriately fixed yet, even during the Trump administration, because the Justice Department has put itself in a box with respect to how to run the deep state that's seemingly running that agency right now.
And of course, the big news coming out of the White House, the president has been tweeting up a storm about Spygate. How serious do you think that is, Tom? And what evidence do we have right now?
Well, it's super serious. The information that is out there suggests that Stephen Halper, who was working for the government, at least as a contractor, was serving as an informant/spy for the FBI and maybe even the CIA. He was trying to insinuate himself in the Trump campaign, paid money to one Trump campaign official, evidently, to try to get a relationship or a former relationship with him, even wanted to get a job on the Trump administration. So the questions are, why on earth was the FBI trying to spy on the Trump campaign? Did they have good reason, or was it just pretextual, meaning they were intervening improperly in the political campaign? And also, was the spy being used by Mueller's operation as well? Because the reports are that Mueller benefited from the intel the spy was able to glean on behalf of the FBI and CIA.
Now, FBI and justice officials have been reluctant to cooperate with you and your Freedom of Information Act requests, and they've only turned over documents to Congress under threat of contempt charges. Why have they been resisting shining light on these investigations, Tom?
Well, institutionally, they're protecting themselves, and the Mueller operation is Spygate, or is resulted from Spygate, the Clinton DNC dossier, the spying, the illicit targeting, the Fisa warrants. All of that was part of an investigation that specifically was handed over to Robert Mueller. So all this criticism about spies and Fisa and the dossier, it's all about Mueller, and the Justice Department is trying to protect him.
You recently received some more documents, emails, and what files did you receive? What have you learned from them?
Well, we received emails from the Justice Department and FBI showing that James Comey, right after he was fired, was working hand in glove with the FBI and DOJ on his testimony, his anti-Trump testimony back in last year. And the FBI told him to work with Mueller on the testimony as well. So it's interesting, this man gets fired by the FBI, but the emails show that he became almost immediately friendly with Mueller in terms of coordinating his testimony.
I know some of the FBI's Peter Strzok and Lisa Page text messages seem to show a possible White House political connection to the investigation during the campaign. What can you tell us about that?
Well, we've asked for the Peter Strzok Page text messages and emails, other communications. The FBI told us there are 13,000 pages of records, but they want to take up to 2 years to turn them over. But in the least, they've asked and promised Judicial Watch they would ask Mr. Strzok and Ms. Page to preserve any records they have on their personal devices, because our concern is they were avoiding FOIA by using personal devices to communicate about government business. But the stonewalling, the slow walking, it's par for the course. Congress is being obstructed, and so is Judicial Watch through the Freedom of Information Act. The American people want answers, and my view is the president should try to get the Justice Department and the FBI to comply with the law and release this information as quickly as possible.